Today, I'm going to share with you how to go from a 140 cold diagnostic to a 170 on test day. For those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. I got an email here from a student who writes, "Hi Steve, I'm a recent college graduate who took a diagnostic LSAT and scored a 140. I was shocked because I did well academically in college, but I now realize the LSAT requires a different skill set. I haven't started any formal prep yet, but I'm ready to commit fully. My goal is ambitious. I want to score a 170 to have a shot at top law schools and scholarships because I can't afford law school without financial aid. I have 6 months before I take the LSAT. Is it realistic to improve by 30 points in that time frame? And what kind of study plan would you recommend to achieve such a significant improvement?" So first off, don't be discouraged. A cold diagnostic tells you what you already know, which is that you haven't yet learned the LSAT, but you can. 6 months is plenty of time. I usually recommend minimum 2 to 3 months to study, and ideally 5 to 6 months to reach your full potential. We see these increases happen all the time. Doesn't happen overnight, of course. 30 points is a big increase, but it sounds like you're willing to put in the work and you haven't yet had your score increase. If you're starting off from the LSAT cold, even getting any familiarity at all with the LSAT is going to unlock significant improvement. And if you study effectively, if you get support, of course, you can improve far more. I would recommend building a solid foundation in the basics of the LSAT, the different sections, the different question types. The good news, of course, is logic games is no longer on the LSAT, so there's less material for you to study. They replaced logic games with a second scored logical reasoning section. So I'd recommend to begin with familiarizing yourself with logical reasoning since it's 2/3 of the test, and any gains you make in your understanding of logical reasoning will be doubled across the 2 sections. You're going to want to have an in-depth day-by-day study plan laying out exactly what to do from now until your test date. 6 months again, plenty of time. You might want to devote just a month or 2 to start with, building that foundation, getting the basic familiarity with the different types of logical reasoning questions, for example, the different types of reading comp questions. Start there, work on accuracy first, building the foundation. Then in months 3 and 4, you transition to pacing, doing individual timed sections to better determine how to allocate your time over the course of the section. And then finally in months 5 and 6, pull it all together with full-length timed practice tests to build your endurance so that test day itself will feel like just another run-through. There are 58 numbered exams currently in the new LSAT format. You can access them in LawHub from LSAT Prep Test 101 up to 158. You could reserve roughly 20 of them for building that foundation. We're focused on accuracy. You could reserve another 20 or so for doing individual sections, and the final 20 for doing full-length practice tests. Of course, it can be hard to go it alone, self-studying for the entire 6 months, and the LSAT practice tests don't come with explanations, of course. So if you're looking for support on your journey to getting that 30-point increase, there are a wide variety of ways that I can support you. At LSAT Unplugged, we offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. You can check out the links below to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. The good news is that if you get that 170 LSAT score, you're going to be above the medians for the vast majority of law schools out there. And so if you're above the median, you're more likely to get scholarship money. If you do want to go to a T14 law school in particular, though, you mentioned top law schools are your goal, I would recommend actually aiming for 175 or above, because the LSAT medians at all the T14 are 170 or above already. So getting a 170 puts you on target for a lot of their medians and actually puts you below their medians for some of the schools like Yale and Harvard. And with 6 months to go, the sky's the limit. No reason to limit your potential, no reason to limit your goals. In fact, in all seriousness, I recommend never aiming for anything less than a 180 because you want to aim to understand everything, and you're certainly not in a hurry here. You have the time to get there. Again, feel free to reach out. If there's anything I can do to support you, I'd be glad to help. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.